you can hear. 100% infill. Huge thing here. This is also on island. I mean, can you even see it 3D printed? Oh no, even play around. It's very nice. So we are in the lab. 40mm tube. Whoa. Be mine. All our different materials. How do you guys like it? I think we are live. Hello. Can you hear me well? John Doe, how are you? Romuline, Stephen Poole is here. Stephen Poole, YouTube and Twitch. Shenanigan, Dr. Wright is here. Again? What is again? The topic or? Yeah, if it's the topic, then yes, we need to finish because I stopped the live stream on Thursday a little bit quick. I had to run to a meeting, but I want to make sure that we are all good on the guideline. NSTO, how's everything? Good morning, everyone. Sebastian, Michael V, Abajak, Tactile 3D, Kenneth Sang. Tuesday? I think it was Thursday, right? I mean Wednesday evening for you, and Thursday evening for now, right? No, Thursday. Oh, Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Wednesday for me, Tuesday for you. And now it's Friday for me, Thursday for you. Yeah, sorry. My bad. You're right, Kenneth Sang. So let's just jump right into it. Actually, I'm working. It's not that I have some lack of energy today. It's just that why is this? I was disconnected for. I live in the future. Not lack of energy today. It's just because I'm working on a super amazing project for the next couple of years for Polymaker, and somehow my mind is completely into that project. And but I did want it to stream to to finish this guideline, but that's what is in my mind. So that's why I look a little bit not concerned, but my mind is a little bit somewhere else because of this, because of that crazy project. Because when you like something, then you keep thinking about it, right? Until you get it done, or until you have a lot of ideas. So oh yeah, another thing. Ta-da! I finally received them. So we are still waiting for my wife's passport, but yeah. And then there is the magic page inside. I don't know if I can show it on stream. I don't know if there is any confidential information on it, but yeah, the visa is inside. So this one is for my daughter and me. So yeah, so we have started packing everything. That's why there is so much stuff around, and hopefully finishing by the end of the week, packing all the stuff. And then once we receive my wife's visa, then buy the ticket and everything, and let's go. So finally we are on the last home stretch before the final move. When is Polymaker not crazy? Whenever you are going to see what we are going to announce, but I mean it's gonna be in I don't know, maybe in a year or 2 years, something like this. But once you're gonna have this, then we're gonna raise the level of craziness. And then you're going to say, oh, okay, then maybe they were not that crazy before. Nightcore just joined, Builders Mark as well. How's everything? Check out the design I did and send you on Discord. What did you send on Discord? Is that the thing we talked about yesterday? No, because we talked about it yesterday, literally. Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god, that was so fast. Can I show it? Yeah, I guess I can show it, right? There are 2 designs so far. Yeah, I can see. I can show, right? Or you want to put it on? Yes, okay. So on the Bambu Lab A1. Actually, I didn't know, but there is on the extruder there's a small coin or token or something like this, and then you can change it, right? And oh, you shared it already, okay. And Nightcore Design, and I love our logo because our logo is round, and most of these thing around like profile pictures or thingy then is usually round. So the logo is always such a perfect shape. And look at what Nightcore did. So he designed the perfect A1 logo. How do they call this? A1 logo or something like this. So it's spinning with the extruder. So this is design number 1, which is pretty cool, I think. And then this is design number 2. I screenshot, then I can zoom in. So it's so cool. I mean, it's the stock logo. Look at this. And we literally, I mean, we talked about this yesterday for me. Yesterday. Yeah. So yesterday for him also. So like in one day, the A1 is completely how do you say yeah, there is a new logo. It's pretty cool. And shall we put Nightcore? Did you put that on extruder, indicator, knob, or wheel? Okay, there you go. Shall we put this on the official Polymaker printables, or did you already put it on? Does Nightcore has a printable? I don't remember, because he's designing a lot of things, so there's a high chance he has a printable, or maybe not. Thingiverse? No, Nightcore doesn't have a Thingiverse. Maybe you are more than welcome to share it on the official. Yeah. Let's. How do they do that? Bambu Lab extruder. How you call that? Bambu Lab extruder. Indicator. Let's see. Oh. Bambu Lab? Nope. Extruder indicator? Extruder indicator. Maybe A1? Extruder indicator A1? No, okay. Then doesn't seem to be a lot. Or maybe wheel. No. Oh, extruder wheel? No. Okay, anyway. Maybe Prusa forbid the the Bambu Lab name on printables. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just referring to the recent back and forth. Did that void the warranty? Hopefully not. That is cool. The mod for the Bambu, yes. Hey, Subsector 3D, love the new setup on the site. The new website or the new tab I created on the US website? Because yes, we do have the new general website, like polymaker.com, right? The real polymaker.com, not the, because internally we call it the website. The website is polymaker.com, and then the web shop is us.polymaker.com or ca.polymaker.com. So this is the real, not the real, but like the website. And then you have all the info, and there is some pretty cool information. If you haven't browsed around this one, by the way, you should. There is some pretty cool information. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Nightcore. Maybe we can put it on the official Polymaker one then. And then when people will type extruder indicator or extruder wheel A1, then at least there will be some result. Because right now no much result as soon as you add A1. Let me see. If I just type Bambu Lab? Oh, okay. No, they didn't ban Bambu Lab, right? Maybe Bambu Lab A1. No, there is some, Smiley for Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Oh, okay. So they are not. Oh, okay. So there is, but they don't really say it's an extruder indicator. They just put a symbol, smiley. Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Oh, okay. So there's not much actually. There's only 2 on printables. Maybe because they put everything on MakerWard. Okay. Well, we're gonna have the Polemica one now, thanks to Nightcore. I'll get you the finalized STL in Discord with info on them once I finish them. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Nightcore. New hype for all the new stuff. Yeah. And yeah, Subtext 3D, have you been able to catch up a little bit? Because now you can, right? Like we discussed last time with the new product tab. Anyone, wherever, let's say you go on holiday, or let's say, I don't know, you have your full-time work, blah, 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 and then you cannot catch up too much on the products, then no problem. Just go on the website, new product, go back to, let's say you were 2 months on holiday, and then catch up with all the product. How easy is this? How easy is this? 3DHP, thank you for joining, Little Join. There used to be a lot of Bambu content on printables. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there was some back and forth between Prusa and Bambu Lab on what to do, what not to do, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know what's the result. Is the result less Bambu Lab thingy on printables? Let's go on MakerWard and see if there is some Prusa stuff. MakerWard. MakerWord. Search Prusa. Prusa. Yeah, there's a lot of Prusa stuff. There we go. Human everywhere in young closure. Yes, I love it. Yeah. And I will continue Subsector 3D. I will continue go down, and hopefully until our #1 product. Then I don't know, maybe people want to have some history or something like this. Then yeah, I'm happy with that idea. I'm happy with that idea, and I'm happy you guys like it as well. How tall are you, Nick? Michael Jordan height, which is 6 something. Michael Jordan 6'6". This is how I remember my height in American. Does Polemica have a presence on MakerWard? No, not yet. Not yet. I don't think. No. Oh. What? What? Do we? No, we don't. Or maybe we have. Right? Who created this? At Polemica, we are committed to simplifying the creation process. Everyone from all this professional, Marcus, blah. It's more than phenomenon. Your ideas brought to life. Huh? I didn't know. Maybe I will ask. Maybe Luc from Europe. Maybe a marketing manager from Europe that created it. I don't know. Or is that the third-party stuff? No, that's not the third-party stuff, right? This is Discord. This is polemica.com. Our LinkedIn. Our YouTube. Yeah, it's all our stuff. Instagram. Interesting. I didn't know. I just discovered we have a Polemica MakerWard. Yeah, maybe someone from Europe. Yeah, I don't know. I will check. Is it recent? Well, where do we know when it was created? Maybe let me check. September 28th. Yeah, maybe. I guess it was created. Yeah, maybe it was created by. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was created by Luke. I think I remember. He was because he copy paste what I put it on. He copy paste what I put on printables. So yeah. My bad. I forgot. Yeah. We have official one on MakerWard, which is pretty cool actually. We have a banner. So yeah, sorry, we do have Bob. So you're saying Prusa is not throwing a birthday party this year for Bambu? This is a shocker. What? Saying Prusa is not throwing a birthday party this year for Bamboo. This is a shock. I have an issue with model libraries being run by printer manufacturers. I'd rather see them run by filament makers. Well, you know, the advantage of you know what's the advantage of printer manufacturers is that they have a software team, and filament manufacturers don't have a software team. So it's very easy for printer manufacturers to develop a 3D model library because they have the skills, right? Because you need to have software engineers for your printers, and you can use these skills to do something else, right? But in the filament manufacturers, we intrinsically don't have that skills. We don't have a team of software engineers, right? We don't need for filament, but we could purposely develop it if we want to go more fancy stuff online, right? Like a super cool website, some apps, some 3D libraries, something like this. But yeah, it's not really a market we're interested in. But I'm interested in why you have an issue that printer manufacturers go into that. Like why would filament manufacturer you don't have issue, and printer manufacturers you have issues? So maybe that's a good question. They may have created the account for you. No, I think I remember now a communication with Luc. So I think Luc created this. Luc is our marketing manager in Europe. You can use My Scientist Remix as your first model. Oh yeah, the one without the hole behind. Yes, I need to update the Scientist, by the way. They pulled a few accounts over the printables. There was an issue. Yeah, I remember that. Fortismin, I think, had that issue, but I think it was solved, right? If I remember well, it was solved. So it's Polymaker, not Polymaker 3D. Yeah, but actually, at Earth, the guy from Prusa, what was his name again? The one that is running Printable. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he was super nice. On his phone, he was able to give us the @Polymaker directly. Like we had a very nice talk, and then I talked about the fact that we were using printables a little bit more, and this is how we shared our model on our website, blah blah blah. And then he said, "Oh, do you have the Polymaker tag?" And then I say, I didn't know, right? If we were verified or something. And then on his phone, like literally on his phone, he went on the back end of printables, and then click, and now we have the Polymaker tag. So it's not Polymaker _ blah 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 blah. So that was pretty cool. I wish Twitter was that fast. If printer manufacturers create them, they are silos just for those printer. Yeah, because manufacturers die when they make poor decision. What happens to library then? Proof. Yeah. Well, Thingiverse is a little bit of up and down, right? Like so, it can reignite. Did you see that Thingiverse had a full how do you say, makeover? If you go, I think maybe not a full makeover, but you see they have all of these, like, share, blah blah blah, and then highly inspired by. I think they inspire by each other. A little bit too much advertisement, maybe, on Thingiverse, but yeah. You can see that I'm looking for ticket to go to France soon, huh? Via the advertisement. Where am I browsing? You just look at the advertisement that Google is showing me. So that will show you where I was browsing. But yeah, Thingiverse is trying. I mean, Thingiverse is still the biggest library, right? So and they are still trying to maintain it as the biggest one. So I think that's pretty cool. Have a great stream. Chat later, everyone. Fortunately, off to bed. Thank you. Have a very good night, Subsector 3D. Have a very, very good night. Tricky Newfie, how is everything? Any of you all buying Uchi makers? No, actually, you know what? When I go to let me go. Discord. I think there is no. There's no Polymaker at all. I think. Ultimaker. Sorry. So let me show you. Let me show you the data on our Discord. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you. I don't think there's anything confidential here. So Creality 610. So this is the users, right? Voron 312. Bambulab 389. So let me increase that here. So Bambulab is number 2. Prusa 284. We have more Voron users than Prusa users. Iligu, and then Sovol, we have 39 Focus users. Artillery, King Room 33, Flash Force 32, Ratrig 36. So Ratrig, I will increase it here. We have some VisiBot users, BQ, FL Sun, Snapmaker, TDTech. Let me increase Gitech users, Race 3D. Oh, Ultimate. Oh no, my bad. We do have some Ultimaker user. We have 24 Ultimaker user. So we do have some Ultimaker user. AnchorMeg. Oh, AnchorMeg has increased. AnchorMeg has increased. B2 will be there. Yeah, it doesn't sort automatically. I just do this. I just do this every now and then, and see how everything. We have some Trunksy users. And by the way, if you want to be part of the stats, you can go on our Discord and the About You channel, and then you can record your information. That's pretty cool. I mean, look at this. We have pretty much everyone is using a wide variety of brand of filament. So there's no much that are exclusively using Polymaker filament, right? Everyone that is using Polymaker filament are also using other filaments. So this is very diverse in terms of filament brand that is used. And then obviously, pretty much everyone is using FDM, right? Filament-based 3D printing. We do have 25% that is in resin, so I think that's pretty cool. And then we have 9 palette users. I guess there's Bob inside plus some other one. Oh, Bob is not even inside. Why Bob is not inside? Bob should be inside. But yeah, we have some palette users as well, and a few SLS, SLM powder users. So I think it's pretty cool. 10 soon. Yeah, exactly. Heavily modified printer. So we just talked about the different printers. So Creality number 1, Bambulab number 2, and Voron number 3, and Prusa number 4. And then if we continue, 2 trees. What is 2 trees? I don't remember what is 2 trees. Formlab, not too much. We have 15 Rolohan. We still have some MakerBot, which I guess I need to mix between Ultimaker and MakerBot, but I just leave it this way. We have 4 Positron users, which I think is pretty cool. And then we have 8 Bugbo as well, custom printer. And then in terms of the slicer, this is pretty interesting as well. We have pretty much the same amount of users for Prusa Slicer and Cura, and then Super Slicer, and a Bambulab Slicer is now bigger than Super Slicer, and then Orca Slicer at 184, Litchi Slicer, 100 users for Litchi Slicer, Simplify 3D, we still have some Simplify 3D. There is some Creality Slicers as well. 43, 36 on the IDM Maker, and there's 10 that are still using Slicer. And then we have the Formlab Slicer. And then in terms of OS, we have 900 people on Windows, 25% on Linux, and another 25% on Mac OS. I think that's pretty cool. I would have thought there would be more people on Mac OS, but it seems like no. When you use a 3D printer, you use a Windows. And then when it comes to the firmware, Martin is still the first one, followed by Clipper, but it's quickly coming close. And then RipRap and Repetier. What is this? Oh yeah, and then this is the interest from people, which I need to revisit a little bit how I do this one. But most of the people on our Discord are interested in custom printer and apparently robotic as well. And then cosplay, Nerf blasters, RC drone. There's some Listopan as well that goes here. Tabletop game also. And figurines. There's a lot of people that are interested in figurines. And I think that would be the order. Yeah, so I need to redo a little bit the interest, but yeah, basically the top 3 interests on our Discord are custom printer, robotics, and cosplay. I think it's pretty cool. And then yeah, a lot of Americans, some German people. This a lot of Canadian. This you can easily see it sorted if you do a slash stats on our server. Then you will have access to this information. But yeah, I don't remember why we are talking about this, but that's a good opportunity to show you to show you some of the stats on our Discord. So you go on About You, and then you can pick all of the thing here, and then you will be part of the stats. I think it's pretty cool. Hey everyone, perfect time for a stream. I needed a break from printer wiring. Oh, are you building a printer at the same time? You can do it at the same time. No need to take a break. For the Polymaker V0, shall we go Marlin or Clipper? For the Polymaker V0, are we making a printer now? The Polymaker V0. We should go for what are the pros and cons? I have no idea. What are the pros and cons of Clipper and Marlin? While I think it would be foolish to only use one brand of filament, it is refreshing. You think it is good, your customers try others. Yeah, of course. It is, it's going to be very challenging for one printer brand to fulfill the demand of all the customers, or even from one users. Yeah, I think it would be very hard. It would be very, very hard. Like, just think about another company that is doing a promotion. Then we would need to do a promotion every time another company do a discount promotion, so that just from a price perspective, we stay relevant. But that's impossible. So people will be slowly directed depending on pricing. And so that's, number one. And then you have all the features, the colors, option, blah, blah. So it's very, very challenging. So instead of fighting to reach a utopia goal, which is being the exclusive brand for everyone, then we rather just embrace the fact that, people will use multiple brands. And our goal is just making sure that everyone has the filament they need for the application. And I think that's a better direction. Any update on the Galaxy Black shipment need for the print build? Yeah, so Galaxy Black ASA and Galaxy Black ABS, right? I can tell you this now. Let me open it. Here we go. Galaxy Black. So Galaxy Black ABS, October 25th. So, in 5 days. And then Polylight ASA Galaxy Black. Oh, no shipment. Oh, no shipment. So maybe we haven't produced. Oh, where is the Galaxy ASA Galaxy Black? Where is the ASA Galaxy Black? Let me check. It's gonna be produced on. No, it was produced on September 25th. Wait, but it was not sent yet. I would have to check this one. But yeah, ABS Galaxy Black arrives in 5 days. And for the ASA Galaxy Black, I do not know what happened to our ASA Galaxy Black. So hopefully you wanted ABS or one or the other, but at least one is arriving. I'm really liking Sunlu filament as well. Yes. What do they have new recently, Sunlu, by the way? The last thing I remember from Sunlu was Meta PLA. You remember the Meta PLA that we checked on? Oh, I forgot they do resin as well. Do you remember the Meta PLA that we did? We did a live stream. But yeah, I don't know what they have new. Yeah, this one, PLA Meta. I don't know if they have some new stuff. They have an easy ABS. This I know. This I know. I know. Oh, they have ASA as well. PLA carbon fiber. Oh, recycled filament. That's interesting. Oh, they have a Huforge. Oh, yeah, I remember. I think they have Huforge combo as well. Oh, that's cool. So how do they sell that? The Panda combo. Okay. Coliseum combo. How do they? Oh, the penguin combo. Okay, that's how they did it. Okay. Ha ha ha. Do you know where that come from? I think I know. I'm glad they find it. They find it a good idea. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Great. At least they think it's a good idea. So, no, amazing. And then we have a random combo. I do prefer our Huforge though. I think our Huforge are better. I mean, I'm biased obviously, but this Huforge. I mean, you tell me, right? Look, this Huforge and look at these Huforge. These Huforge. Like without being biased, which I am completely biased, right? I think these Huforge are better, no? I'm not talking about the filament, right? I'm just talking about the way of showing off the pack, right? I mean, look at this one. Look at this one from Major Gamer Geek. Whoa! I mean, you definitely want to buy a fire color set, right? When you see that. But this one, I don't know. I don't know who made their Huforge. For us, we cheated. We went to a Huforge expert, Major Gamer Geek, and we asked him if he could help making the best Huforge possible. And then he came up with. I like the kind of engagement picture like this, like Photoshop the picture into something. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad to see this, and the price point also is interesting. Really nice. Do you guys know any other that has done the Huforge pack as well? That's not cheating. That's using resources properly. Yeah. I guess. I mean, I literally did that, right? I literally looked for someone that was super good at Huforge pack to help us doing. And then obviously the pictures was very important, right? So I obviously asked Medic if he could help with the picture, because this picture, I mean, the Huforge is so good that it looks like a picture. So we came up with the idea of making this type of picture, where it's just lay flat on the on the table like this, so that people can see a little bit the perspective. And then I put the Huforge stuff. So I mean, I like when I see other companies doing similar, because I do spend like some brainstorming and stuff and try to come up with some good ideas, and I'm always stressed to see, is it good, is it not good? And when other companies do similar, then I'm like, oh, okay. So if other companies do the same, then it means it's not too bad, right? So I'm glad to see that on Sunlu. So thank you for. I don't know who brought out the Sunlu thing, but I'm glad I see that on the Sunlu website. Okay, let's continue a little bit. Blue has slight reaction. I think Overture is working on stuff with Huforge. Yes. Yes, they are. I did, and you're welcome. Yeah. I did. Oh, the Sunlu. Yeah, thank you, Uber Monkey. The School of Sunlu Red PLA Meta I have is UV reactive though. Yeah, there is depending on if it's a bright color, usually filament manufacturers are going to use pigment that are UV reactive, because I think these pigment are pretty bright. Like our blue, I think our bright blue or maybe green, some of our green, something they are UV reactive, but they are not marketed as UV reactive. Yeah, the Dragon is amazing. Your phones got better photos. Yeah, again, the photos was taken by Medic, so that's why they're good. For Sunlu, don't look on sunlu.com. That is just their store. Look at 3dsunlu.com for their product overview. Yes, sunlu.com, right? 3dsunlu.com. Okay, but let me see it, because this is where people buy. So I want to see how they market all of this. For example, the recycled filament is interesting for me. I want to see how they market their hue, or they're not the hue, they're recycled. So you see, they're really highlighting that recycled part of it. PLA met. PLA. That's the first. Is that their matte? Is that just a typo? Yeah, I think it's PLA matte. I think it's PLA matte. Yeah, for example, this is the same. I'm always worried I make a big typo somewhere on the website. But the good thing is that the community usually just come to me directly, so it doesn't stay for very long if I do any typo. Best recycled 3D printer filament 2023. Okay. $11.99 a roll. Okay. Pretty cheap actually. It's 1 kg. Yeah, 1 kg for $12. Really cheap. But what is recycle? Like, what do they call recycle? Blah 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 blah. Okay. I know where that come from. Okay. Yeah, talking about designer, by the way. You see, for example, this looks like nothing, right? But well, this is Phil, right, from Matter Hacker, and then I don't know this is from who, and I guess this one is fine and this one is fine. But like you see, we were talking about the different guidelines, right? Do they have any agreement with these companies, or is it open source? Do they need to put any credits? Blah blah blah, right? So all the guidelines that we are designing is exactly for this type of thing. But I still want to understand what is the recycle part. Okay, save the planet and do it together with Sunlu. Recycle filament from waste produced material. Colored vary. Read before you buy. What is Sunlu recycled filament? We just sell it to recover the scrap material. We are basically making filament out of our own industrial scrap to keep it out of the landfill and to provide very usable material, especially for prototyping. We don't make any money on it. We are just moving it out. It is important part of Sunlu to contribute to water environment protection. Generally speaking, to waste raw materials, semi-finished product are recycled by the injection molding factories in the market, made to plastic tools, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So it's similar to our draft PLA, right? So they have some waste in their production, like whether it's purging their line or whether it's off-spec material or something like this, and then they re-extrude it into a recycled one. It's the same material as our regular PLA. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Color can vary on this product. Yeah, because it's scrap, basically color selection is unavailable. Makes sense. We cannot guarantee this product for replacement. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, pretty cool. Very clear. And then the other thing is 10 pack. Best 10 pack, I guess. Best recycle, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Same picture. Same marketing, okay. Blah, blah, okay. And then they have ASA, but just in black and white, okay. Yeah, for example, here is the same, right? Look at this design, all of the Pokemon design, this design. Like, what are the rules? What are the guidelines from the community perspective on using all of these design? Do they have? And this is, oh my God, this is Wait. This is Markforged. This is Markforged marketing, no? Um, Markforged. Markforged. I think this is literally Markforged marketing. Like copy, like screenshot from. Let me check. Thank you for being us. Oh, thank you for being awesome. Hey, Doug Workbench, how's everything? This is not the funniest typo by Sanlu. They once wrote fail, I mean, really? Yeah, yeah, that's not a good typo. That's definitely not a good typo. Self-correction. I find the UV reaction of the different filament quite interesting. Yeah, like you can try our chameleon, for example. Our chameleon Polytera is UV reactive from our users' feedback. Is there a way to reverse image search to find source? Yeah, there is. But I think it's a pretty famous Markforged image, I think. But yeah, there is. So you just go google.com image, and then you screenshot this, and then you just drag and drop here, and then I think it's from Markforged. Let me see. Let me find this one. Maybe this one. Or is it an open source one and Markforged use it? I think I saw it on Markforged. No official source. So let's check. Blah blah. Oh, sorry. Desktop Meadow. Sorry. Desktop Meadow. I miss Yeah, not Markforged. Desktop Meadow. My bad. I think I saw that on Desktop Meadow. Somewhere. Maybe if I just tap. Yeah, this part. This part is from Desktop Meadow. Yeah, Desktop Meadow fabrication technique, blah blah blah. So maybe it was in one of their PR and they open it. They open it for everyone to use, something like this. But anyway, so you see that goes back to all of these guidelines, right? So now theoretically can Sunlu use this, right, in their marketing, or can they use Pokemon in their marketing? Blah 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 blah, right? Can they use this model in their marketing? And that's the guideline that can they use this model in their marketing? This model, the same. This model, right? Oh, by the way, this was kind of neat. I saw a post earlier. Someone suggesting to another filament company to post their colors and refer to the Parameter app. Kind of cool. Oh, really? What? This kind of. I saw a post earlier. Someone suggesting to another filament company to post their colors and refer to the Parameter. Oh, yeah. I mean, if more company can do that, we could even like put everything together somehow, all the data together, and then and then we can have an amazing app with all the technical data, all the color data, and then people could go on the app and find everything super easily. There's a funny story where the previous Sunlu product manager wanted to use the MataHacker field model and edited the Sunlu logo in. Yeah, that's again comes back to the guideline, right? No way Desktop Metal is on the stock market. They are all commercial. Yeah, they are on the stock market. They're with someone else, I think, or something like this. I don't remember how they did that, but I remember a story about it. Even for here, right? All the filament company wants to have a lot of models, but how do we do? Like all of these models, do we need to have a super long list of credit on the side? Or if we really want a lot of models, then we just have to design ourselves. or because I mean I know this model, I believe I know this model, I know this model, I do not know this car or the church. This seems to be a Blender model. Maybe this one is open source, so maybe you can use it. This look like the NASA range, I think, but maybe a little bit different. And so these models, so that's the thing that you know, that's why we need guidelines for this. And then we have the Easy ABS. What's the HDT of the Easy ABS? Heat distortion. Okay, so the HDT of the Easy ABS is similar to the PLA. So it's basically is a good PLA. Why? Because that's the thing, right? A lot of people want an ABS that is easy to print. It's very easy to do that. But what people should say is, we want an ABS that is easy to print with the same heat resistance, right? And then suddenly it becomes very challenging, right? For example, in that case, maybe it's an easy ABS, right? Maybe it's super easy to print. But do people expect that, you know, the HDT is basically PLA, right? 60 degree? Maybe they don't, right? Or maybe they are surprised. Maybe they buy it and then they realize who is going to come and read this, right? So this you need to be careful, right? When every time when there is something that is easier or something like this, make sure to look if there is maybe a particular compromise somewhere, or you know, maybe they developed a cool technology, right, that allows you to not compromise. But yeah, for example, our warp-free technology, right? You have to look. If we say our nylon are warp-free, then you should think, how did they do that? Okay, did they compromise anything? And that's why it's important to learn what's the technology, what's the science behind the warp-free technology, to understand if there is any compromise somewhere. Because here, maybe how they did that, the Easy ABS, they lowered the TG, because lowering the TG means less stress. Less stress during the printing means easier to print. So if that's the technology, then maybe that's the part you're not interested in. So let's see, do they share the TG here? Let me see. Can we download the TDS somewhere? Technical, maybe TDS? No. Technical? No. Glass? Glass. There is one heat. Where's the heat? Glass. Maybe one of the review? No. Transition, maybe? Transition or TG? No. Okay, so they don't find their TDS. Okay. What is the Sunlu Easy ABS? We adjusted the ratio between the 3-acrylonitrile butadiene styrene and added a little Sunlu wisdom. A little Sunlu wisdom into the mix. While the hardness and acid and alkali resistance remain the same, Sunlu have slightly reduced its heat resistance. Okay, so they do say slightly reduce the heat resistance, right? The result is a minimum printing temperature of 225 and a minimum heating of 70 on the base for the base plate. But EABS still maintain the low stress. It should have no cracking, no warping. Yeah, so then, you know, then you have to ask your question, what's the difference with PLA, right? Print does not need a holding tank. Open printer can be used, low shrinkage. But that's the part I like, right? They're explaining without excitant odor, strong impact resistance, eco-friendly, dryer free, clog free, crack free, warping free, heat shield free. Printing temperature, blah blah, melt index. 98 grams. 98 grams per 10 minutes. Wait. Whoa. Let me check something. 98 grams. 98 or 9.8? Let me check. Melting temperature. Not melting temperature. Melt index. Melt index. Melt index at 220. You see our melt 11.5, 4.5, 9.3, 6.1, 4.5, 17, 15.5, 7, 6, 6, 6, 6, 17, 25 the highest for ASA, and that's for 10 kg. So don't even consider this one, because for them they are, oh no, sorry, they're also at 10 kg, 10 kg 10 minutes, but 98, whoa, it flows pretty cool, pretty fast. 19, so this 5 kg. So I only have one reference, this ASA at 25. Whoa, 98, okay. Pretty cool. Elongation at break. So it's a kind of like a soft thingy, something like this. Like Eason ABS Plus. Would that be similar to Eason ABS Plus? 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. 5 star. Yeah, looks pretty good. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. Only some 5 stars. 25 star review, okay. Huh, interesting. Oh, 5 star, but not very happy. I have been working with, oh, sorry. I've been working with the red and black ABS, but with the blue I have big problem. It's too soft. My extruder destroyed it. Blah, blah, and I can't print it. 5 star. Huh, maybe I should read. Okay, cool. So that was one of the new stuff, and then that's it. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. They forgot 9.8. Yeah, it could be 9.8. I mean, could be 98, right? It could just be something that flows super fast. Hey, Mr. Medic, thank you for joining. We were discussing Q4 Sprint for photos. Yes. That must be 9.8. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe a typo. It's rebadged PLA. PLA has no styrene. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure what it is. This stuff sounds like chemical resistance PTG. Could be. We have come up already a few times on stream. Oh, Medic? Yeah. Medic, we already talked about you. That's why it attracted you to the live stream. You have to print all ABS in chamber with warmer temperature to stop warping. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many hours of live stream I talked about the science behind warping, right? Like easily 20 hours, if not more, of explaining the science behind warping, right? Easily more than 20 hours. Remember, I'm waiting to create a French traduction on the app. Yeah. We already have a German one. Once the German one is finished, then the app will be ready to have more translation. But Noah needs to finish some stuff. Medic, I hope it was all good. You will never know. Okay. Yeah. So let me finish this. So if something is commercial use, so it allows for marketing, advertise our product on the website. Okay. So if any model says you are allowed to use it for commercial use, then we can use it for marketing. Oh, but we haven't answered the question, does it need credits or not? So if we buy a model, okay, so let's take an example. Yeah, we haven't answered that question. So let's say I go another Halloween model. Yeah. So that's the reason why. Okay, so let's say I like these ghosts here. Okay, it has commercial use. Oh, sharing without attribution. Oh, okay. So commercial use. Okay. So does that mean, let's say I buy the commercial use. I mean, I don't buy it. It has commercial use, right? I can just download and it has commercial use. And then I print a bunch of ghosts. I go to an exhibition. I put them all on the table to sell. Do I need a sign on the table that says Halloween Ghost from Eric Crane Walters on printables, and here's the QR code with the link? Do we need this? Do I need to put that on my table? We need to add Hayford to printers section. We need to add Hayford. Oh, you mean on Discord? Are you talking about the Discord role, Bob? Yes, you will need to give attribution. CC license always have attribution unless it's CCO. No, you're not sharing the model itself. Okay, so yes or no? Yes or no? So I repeat my example. I print a bunch of ghosts. I go to an exhibition. I go to Earth. I put all my ghosts on the table in different colors, some rainbow, some glow in the dark, blah, blah, blah. And I put a sign that says $3 for one ghost and $10 for 4. Okay, so do I need another sign that says Halloween Ghost from Eric Crane Walters and a QR code to the printable page? Do I need or I don't need the credit? Who made the flooring in that picture? They need credit, right? Well, that's the no. Okay, so it does not need credit. Okay, so it does not need credit. Okay, now another question. I want to sell this on Etsy. So I take a picture of the Halloween ghost I printed. I put it on Etsy. I put a couple of angles and couple of colors on Etsy. Do I need on the pictures? Do I need to say this design is from Eric Walters, blah, 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 on my Etsy store? I would say no. However, it's good community educate to do so. Okay. You credit if you share the model file on your website. Okay, so as long as it's not the file. Oh, so does that mean this commercial use means I can sell the file? But if I sell the file, then I need the credit? Okay, so on Etsy, if I go, let's say if I go on Etsy, let me go buy some dragon and see. Okay, so here. Okay, 3D printed winging articulated crystal dragon. So most likely this is from Cinderwing, right? There's a high chance this is from Cinderwing. Is there any reference to Cinderwing here? Well, you know what? Let me just Control F. Cinder. Yeah, there's nothing. No. Okay. So for example, this is the top listing on Etsy selling dragons, right? Bestseller, and there is no credit at all, right? Nobody knows this design is from who, right? I mean, except if the store is actually Tranquilly Trinkets Co. So do you think they have a special agreement with Cinderwing, or do you think it's just not required? We currently progress 8 business day, blah blah, all colors, blah blah. These dragons are 13, blah blah. Don't forget to check out our listing. Our dragons are made from durable satin finish PLA filament. Satin finish? Or maybe silk? Our dragons are the fire knee kind and happiness, blah blah. These dragons are here. These dragons are designed by Cinderwings 3D, and we are authorized producer and seller. Okay, so there is a credit here. There is no link or something, but there is the name here. Not recommended for younger children. Okay, so there is a credit here. I believe it's required. It is for the one I subscribe to. Yes, but seller and Etsy sell Disney IP without permission all the time. Yeah. If they buy the file, they own a file without credited. Well, do they? Yeah. Okay. handmade, the physical object and the 3D models are not the same thing. Okay, so they don't really need to put the credit, but they still put it, right? Just to be nice. Okay. Okay. So okay. So what should be our guideline? Whatever is legal, not legal, blah blah blah. What would be a good guideline to follow if I take that ghost and I put it here? I put it in our glow in the dark. Okay, I put in our glow in the dark here, and I put the ghost, and I do a nice marketing picture. What guidelines should I use? So it is commercial use. So what is the next step? Do I need to contact the designer to ask if I can use it on the website? Or I can use it on the website without contacting the designer? What do you think would be a good guideline? Thank you for being awesome, Beatles cover. I know with figurines models that you resin print, you need a merchant here to resell them. No, because the designer can send a takedown notice if credit isn't given. It was great talking and seeing you at Earth this year. Stay safe. Thank you, Beatles Cuber. We really need the badge at Earth with the online name. Then I can remember who is who. But it was nice meeting you as well. Blue Dude, if it was me and it said it was okay for commercial ID, still reach out to the maker, tell them that I would like to do what I would like to do, and the ask to make sure it was okay to sell them. If not, I'd ask if they would like a portion of the profit, etc. No, that's implied in the purchase of the license credit is being nice. Legally, no, you don't need to contact the designer if it's a CC commercial. It's good moral practice too, however. Well, that's why we do I was the guy showing the finish on my part and asked about support material distance. Oh, wait, I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember. And then we discussed that you can lower the distance. It will be much harder to remove the support, but the finish will be better or something like that, right? I do remember that discussion, Peter Skuber. Nice to see you here. You're gonna hurt somebody feeling if you just do it. Yeah, so that's the thing, because that's why it's the guideline. Because I mean, you can imagine how many designers we will have to reach out to, because we may use a lot of different models, and every time, and what if the designer doesn't answer? For what if they are not really responsive? And then we just drop the design, and then we'd have to find another one, and then we reach out to the designer. The designer is not on printables for 4 days, so we reach out to another one. So is that a good guideline overall? So that's the question. I mean, of course, the best is to do, always contact everyone, have a contract, and blah, 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 whatever the license says. This I agree. But the idea of a guideline is not to make it, super detailed. I don't know how to say, but there is a balance that we have to find in making that guideline, right? I don't really see myself contacting, everything is commercial use, but I still contact every single one of them, and half of them don't answer, and 20% of them answer, but 1 week later, and I already chose another model, blah, blah, blah. So these guidelines are very important, right? So that's why I want to make sure. If yes, it is, from a community perspective, it will be really not see very, it will, I would say, if from a community perspective, people are really going to feel that Polymaker is doing the wrong thing by not contacting designer, even if it's commercial use, then yes, we need to put in the guideline, because we don't want to appear as a company that take advantage of designers' model, right? But if it's not seen as bad, then it would save us some energy to just check if the commercial use is I mean, that's what it is for in some ways, right? Like, why would we have license and everything if at the end of the day we still have to contact the designer every time? Which I know is, yeah, I hope you get what I mean, right? You should have a timeline provided the commercial license is there. Yeah, like leaving some days for them to answer. Run a design contest and give the one you pick some filaments. Yeah, but same. Can you imagine doing a contest every time we need a model? We have released like 150 products, I think, this year, 130, 150. So that's 150 contests. So that's one contest every 2 days. Ask this question to the greatest designer you know. Well, it's very subjective, right? I agree, reach out to the designer first, but if they don't respond, then you at least had the commercial license. Yeah, I look at the file for the Crystal Dragons. It is dual license, where one of the license allows for commercial activity to sell printed models. Yeah. I think you need contact. It's the right thing. I'll get your point, but you're talking about creation. They're personal. Not a problem. Just put me in charge of the content. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, why? Okay, here's the thing. Why do we have a license if we have to contact the designer? How would you answer this question? Hey, Mike Cat USA, good evening. Like, why do we have a super nicely designed license and a good way, a very quick way to see what is able to do, not able to do, if at the end of the day we always have to contact the designer to see what can be done? Right? What would be the point of all of this then? What's the point of a license if at the end of the day we need to contact the designer? I know, I mean, I don't want to seem bad, right, when I said that, but you have to understand the amount of, we're trying to be efficient, right? If most of the designer, 99% of the designer think that the point of a license is that we don't get contacted by thousands of people to know what to do with the design, then why would we contact them? I'm headed to bed. Have a great day. Stay safe, and thank you for the assistance. Great product. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a very good night, Peter Scubber. Thank you for joining the live stream. Doesn't need to be a contest. Just let people submit their models for use. Give credit and a link. It's a simple form. By submitting your model, you are giving us permission to use your model for marketing purposes, etc. Yeah, but that won't work, Dr. Wright, in a way that we are selecting models for a particular purpose, right? But if we let everyone just submitting whatever model they want, then it doesn't work, right? Then we have a bunch of models that maybe we don't need. And if your answer is, then ask for the particular model you need, then we'll have to do that for every product. Then it's the same. It's a lot of resources. Maybe the license should be upgraded. It is not covered in commercial license. So we need new paper that a designer can tell you in front what they like. It's not covered. Well, that's the thing we were talking about before, right? We agreed that commercial use means I can use it for marketing. We agreed on that, right? Or do we want to come back to this? Do we want to come back to the definition of commercial use? You don't think commercial use will allow us for marketing? You don't think commercial use will allow us to put a picture on our website? CC BY license enable reusers to distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon the materials on any medium or format. So as long as attribution is given to the creator, the license allows for commercial use. Yeah, but that's the question. It has commercial use. Now, do we need to contact the designer? You can simply contact the designer and let them know you're using their commercial available model on your table for display on your website. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I guess we'll end up doing this, but I just disagree a little bit with that. I disagree in a way that if things are clear, like if we spend so much time designing as clear as possible the license, And at the end of the day, can you imagine popular designer? Like everyone would reach out to them. Then what's the point of the license? Every time it's like, yeah, it's written. It's for commercial use. So use it for commercial use. Hey, I would like to use, hey, K2 Kevin, can I use this? Hey, K2 Kevin, can I use this? Hey, K2 Kevin, 50 messages per day. Hey, K2 Kevin, can I use this? Or what is the license? Or how can I use for this? Can I use for this? Like, it's super inefficient. So is that really the direction we want to go? Because this is the easy direction. Is that, oh, just ask, just ask, just ask. Or the best is to ask. Yes, I understand the best is to ask, but that's super inefficient. Like, can you imagine like super big designers? Like, what's the point to have license if at the end of the day, you know, you have to open a ticket to the designer website to see what you can do with the model? For me, it doesn't make sense. Once again, if it's a community agreement that you have to contact every single designer, then that's what we're going to do, right? But I'm just sharing my feeling that I feel this is super inefficient. We will do it, but it's super inefficient. I'd say contact in courtesy. You already have authorization by the term, more a way to make the designer aware where their model is being used. Well, I guess we'll have to do that then. You're big enough, they can send their models, turn it around, no commercial use over that. Buy credit must be given to the creator. Yes, I agree with that. A license is a public announcement of a standard agreement. Even an item that is not commercial license, you can still make a contract with them that would override the license. Yeah, if it's not commercial use, then yes, the best way is to contact the designer to see if there would be a possibility to find an agreement to use it. But if it's already commercial use, then I really don't understand why we need to contact the designer. I mean, yes, I understand the idea of being nice, blah, 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 blah. But like, even for them, do they want every single people using their design, you know, to contact them? I mean, you can imagine the amount of messages, right? Thank you for being awesome, layer by layer. I think there may be a need for better covering. So you shouldn't need to contact the designer if you're following the license. Contact if you want, but as a courtesy, not a requirement. Yeah, but if you put it this way, Michael Willington, of course we want to be nice. Of course we want to be polite. But, you know, if you put it, it's like, yeah, if you're a nice person, contact them. If you're not a nice person, you don't need to contact them. I mean, that's not a guideline, right? A guideline would be, you are following the license. You don't need to contact them, and you don't have to contact them. Being nice or not nice, it's not going to define whether you are nice or not, whether you contact them or not. It's not going to define this. You are. If you put it in a way, if you are nice, then you contact them. If you are not nice, then you don't contact them. Then that's not a guideline, because of course we want to be a well seen companies, and we're gonna do things in a way that they should be done as a community, right? And if the right thing to do is to contact every single designer, we will do it. But I'm just surprised that from a community perspective, we really think that being nice means contacting every single designer we use, right? You can use it without contacting them as long as you provide attribution on this model. Yeah, as long as we follow the license. If the license is clear and we follow it, do I still need to contact them? Nice or not nice? If there wasn't a certain country that is highly litigious, looking at you, USA, this would be much simpler. So the paper is not okay in some situation. Click on the license link. You can read the requirement. Yeah, this I know. But I wouldn't mind you contacting me every day. Regardless of the feeling from the community, this feels like something your US legal team needs to decide. No, that's not what we want, Don De Leon. We don't want to be legal, because being legal is not easy, but it's you know, you can always shape in a way that you make things legal. But the guidelines we are created is not to be legally correct, right? Because this, of course, we have to be legally correct. That's of course, but that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is to follow what is the right thing to do. And the problem is the right thing to do is not always legal, right? The right thing to do can be from a community thoughts perspective. What are the guidelines that are well seen by the community to follow? I mean, it's not easy, right? That's why we have this discussion. But I want to make things clear. Legal, of course, things gonna be legal, and there will be. And I'm pretty sure that following the license without contacting them is legal. But I don't really care about this, right? Of course, it's gonna be legal, and of course we're gonna be protected on that side. What I want is what are the unofficial guidelines from the community to go towards the right direction. I don't know how to explain. I don't have the English vocabulary, but that's the idea. CC BY does not require contact. That is the wording of the license. Kindness is not a requirement. But once again, Michael, that's the issue. Why do we put kindness into that? It has nothing to do with kindness. We can be a kind person by just following the license. Why someone following the license but not contacting the designer is someone that is not kind? Why that person that is not contacting the designer is not nice? He's following everything properly. He makes sure he goes into the license. He makes sure it's commercial use. He makes sure he gives the credit. He makes sure he do everything. But the fact that he is not actually contacting the designer makes him a not kind person. I don't understand why we put kindness into the equation. The safest words for a company would be to release their own models and then you control. Yeah, of course, layer by layer, which is what we were doing more and more, right? The Halloween pack is our model. The scientist is our model. The Christmas pack will be our model. The license is clear, read the license. But again, we do not have a license covering this issue, so it's clear in front. Well, I mean, commercial use, we checked, right? Commercial use allow me to use the picture on the website. For marketing and advertisement, we checked that in the last stream, right? Contacting is polite. But even this, I personally disagree. I personally disagree that contacting is polite. It's like you use your credit card. Okay, you use your credit card from Bank of America. Do I need to contact Bank of America and say, hey, Bank of America, I just use your credit card just to let you know? No, or like I use my computer, and then I use my computer at work, my work Lenovo computer, and then I contact Lenovo, hey, by the way, I'm using your computer just to let you know. Like, I don't understand. Why is polite and kindness into the equation? This seems to be overcomplicating the license thing, not looking for it. So again, I'm defending myself, right? At the end of the day, if everyone agrees that it's not kind to not contact every single designer, then I guess that's the consensus, right? I'm just trying to defend the idea that it doesn't make sense for me. But yeah, once again, at the end of the day, if you all think we have to contact every single designer, otherwise you are not a kind company, then I guess that's how it is. Not looking for legal, looking for best practice. Ethical is not legal. Yeah, exactly, Mark Edge. I guess that's a better way to put it. Thanks, Indebo is almost over. Hey, Pezlis, thank you for joining. Doesn't this get even more complicated depending which country the model is coming from or what their requirements are? I'm not too sure if there is big differences between countries when it comes to what the community thinks. It's pretty international, pretty online. Give an attribution on the page, maybe also do a social media post with or whatever, shouting out the designer and model when it goes up. But that's even worse, Nick. Every time we are going to use a different designer, then we have a social post shouting out at the designers and what. I mean, once again, it looks bad when I say it, but you have to think about the number of models we are using for marketing, right? I mean, we are easily using 300 to 500 different models a year, if not more, right? Exhibition, e-commerce content, marketing campaigns, newsletter, blah, 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 right? So every time, like our social media is going to be full of, hey, shout out to this, shout out to this, shout out to this. Like the whole social media is not going to be about our product anymore. It's going to be about shouting out designers. I mean, yeah, I don't understand. I'm usually in line with what the community think, but today, for some reason, I'm not in line, and so that's good, right? Because otherwise, not being in line with the community can create some gaps, and so it's good that we have that discussion. You will never get 100% agreement on this issue. It's not. I would just use, if it's okay for commercial use, and pay someone to try and contact them for a few free role to be nice. But this is the same. Oh my God! Like how giving free roles to every designer is like, if you don't give free roles to every designer, then you're not nice. I mean, that's the further away I've been from a community thinking, to be honest. Like I'm really surprised by every single message that is in the chat. That makes me really happy that we are making this guideline together, because if I would have been doing the guideline by myself, I'm afraid it would have been really far away from what you guys are thinking. Like sending free spools to every designer we are using. That's like, I would have never put that on the guideline. I had the reaction yesterday of a creator that covers this, and doing it wrong gonna hurt, so I stay at my point. If you do not want to ask, make another way, so the choice still lays at the creator. If this is not possible now, then we need that option. Okay, what if you create an attribution page on the website with a link to the model used? Could link the model's image to attribution page? Yeah, I mean, credits is not the question now. Okay, the question is not really credits, whether we are going to give credit or not. If the credits is required, of course we are going to give credit, right? That's for sure. The question now is, you are allowed to do something. Do you still need to get the authorization for something you are already allowed to do? That's the question. Okay, so this designer tell me via his page that I can use it for commercial use, but I need to make sure to give the credit. He tells me that. Okay, the designer tells me that I have the commercial use, but I need to give the credit. Do I need to contact him and tell him the same thing? Hey, just to make sure, do I have the commercial use if I use your credit? Just to make sure. I mean, I'm biased when I say that, but so I say it in a way that it makes it a rhetorical question. But that's how it is in my mind, right? The designer calls me and tell me, you have the commercial use, so you can use it. Just make sure you have the credit. Oh, thank you. Then I hang up, and then I call again. Oh, by the way, do I have the commercial use, and do I need to give the credit? I put it in a way that it shows how it is in my mind, so that you can understand why it doesn't make sense in my mind. I feel we are all saying contact them because you seem so concerned about this. If it's for commercial use with attribution, don't contact trading for models done. Yeah, Kevin, but does that make us a bad company? Because everyone is talking about you should contact it to be kind. If you are a nice company, you would contact them. So I do understand that I can do it without contacting them, but does that make us a bad company? If you want to make things simple, maintain a list of designers that Polymaker has a relationship, that have agreed to let Polymaker use their model. Then whoever at Polymaker can look at designers on that last and use this model without worrying or go through some special process. Then you want to feature a model not on the designer list. Yeah, and we do have this as well, right? We do have partnership with designers, and so So already it's more about some designs that we find, and then we need to have some guideline. But yeah, definitely we have some larger partnerships that allow us to use a portfolio, and we know how to use it. So that's make it easier, and that worth contacting them, right? Because we don't want to go through all the portfolio licenses, etc., etc. So we just contact the designer, and we ask them, okay, we would like to do something for your whole portfolio, and we don't know if there is some commercial license, non-commercial. So we are just talking about agreement for the whole portfolio. But when it comes to one model, sometimes there is a particular models that we want to use. Oftentimes, I would say. Considered kind because it's an additional way of letting the designer know that you value their work. Okay. Yeah, then I guess I guess it's a consensus. It's only the fact it bothers you that make it something you feel you have to do. You're not obligated. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel obligated. I mean, you can think about it. Either you don't contact them and you're not kind, either you contact them and you're kind. Now, of course, everyone would feel obligated to contact them, right? It's you want to be nice or you don't want to be nice? It's up to you. No obligation, but it's up to you. Do you want to be nice or you don't want to be nice? I agree. If commercial use is allowed, you don't have to contact the designer. Most OLED printing with the bamboo. Oh, Paisleys, I forgot to ask you. I need to ask you if it's possible to print a scientist with the cocoa press you have. Do you think that's possible to have a chocolate scientist? Oh, sorry, I'm very late with the chat, so let me skip a little bit. No, it doesn't make you a bad company at all. You are following the license that the designer has agreed to release his work under. If you want to go above and beyond and be a nice company, whatever that means, rate and like the model. Okay, be nice by following the license the creator gives. Okay. Yeah, so if that's this, I would I agree a little bit more. If the license are clear, then and we follow it, then great. If the license, like we said, if there is some custom rights that it's not clearly defined, then we have to contact the designer, right? But I still feel I should put on the guideline that we need to contact them, because for some, I feel you guys thinking about it, and although I tried to convince you that we should not, but I think that's not the right way to do, right? So I still feel that from your perspective, you feel it's important that we need to contact all of them. And if that's the case, then because we'll figure out, right? We'll figure out a way to contact all the designers efficiently. We'll just make it efficient. Nicola has to win a draw if he wants the cocoa press plate. I think we are at the point of Nick being Nick. He always goes a young RPO for everyone in all cases. Trying to understand. Once again, the guideline is to make sure that our companies are doing the right thing, whether it's from a legal perspective, ethical perspective. I don't know how to say it, but doing the right thing. Absolutely, yes. I will print 3 dark milk and. Oh, you think we can? Oh, that would be cool. Now the only thing I need to figure out, Paisleys, is how to design a container that would have a polymaker scientist, a chocolate polymaker scientist that doesn't melt, like some type of dome or something, like maybe the glass, the light bulb. There is no air inside, right? Or like there is some gas inside. I don't know. Is there a way without having like a fridge, a walking fridge, but a way to have a container that doesn't heat up, like by removing the air? Is it if there is a vacuum? Does that mean it doesn't heat? Yeah. Anyway, that's another different topic. Good night to the keys. If I don't see a Rubbermaid sign for the table, the cover set at the convention, I'm telling. Right? If I don't see a Rubbermaid sign for the tables, and like a little snow globe. We'll figure out. Yeah, something that would maintain it cold, basically. Okay, so commercial use. Okay, so let me summarize, and let me know if you agree. Okay, and if not, then let's modify until we have something that we have more or less consensus on it. Okay. So if a model has commercial use, okay, commercial use. So let's find some different. Let's go on things, Thingiverse, and Cult3D, and make it work. Okay, let's find a few examples there. Whoa, I almost closed the giveaway. Okay, so here commercial use. Okay, and then for example on things, let's go here. This model is restricted by license view license. Attribution non-commercial, blah blah. So I guess that there will be some. Okay, so let's look for Halloween again. Maybe this one, Halloween pumpkin, and that's Thingiverse. I just wanna take some example. License. This work is licensed under the Creative Commons non-commercial, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so let's say here it says allows for commercial use. Okay, and then Thingiverse, blah. Where's the license? To intellectual property. License, One Piece compliant. License under non-commercial, blah blah. So maybe here there's going to be. So how you call CC commercial use? What are the other way of it's CC and CC BY means. So what are the different commercial use license? Let me see. CC equal. So what's non-commercial use? How do you call the license and tool? CC BY enables reuse, distribute, blah, blah, blah. License allows for commercial use. Okay, so if it's CC BY, so it's commercial use CC BY. CC BY SA license allows for commercial use if you remix includes the following: credit must be given to the designer, adaptation must be shared under the same term. Okay, so in any case, there is no license where you do not give credit. Okay. So actually, when we were talking about the table, then on the table, then you have to give the credit. Apparently, even if you have a table at an exhibition with the print that you are selling, it looks like you need to have a banner or something that gives the credit. Seems like in any medium or format. So if you print it, it's a medium, I guess, of showing the model, then you have to give the credit. But anyway, so CC BY SA is also works. CC BY SA, and then the rest is non-commercial. Only non-commercial use, non-commercial. CC BY ND, no derivative or adaptation of the work are permitted. The license allows for commercial use. Okay, so there's also CC BY ND. We can also use it. CC BY, so this is non-commercial, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so anything with BY, I think BY. Oh no. Anything without the NC. Yeah, anything without the NC means it's for commercial use. Okay, so here there is the NC, so it's non-commercial. Okay, and then on cult, things are not 100% covered. Then look there else. Those days, morning thing. Okay, so how do they do this in cults? License, cult, private use. Cults, private use. You are authorized to print, share, non-commercial use, no modification, no distribution, sale, donation, or exchange. Okay, that's interesting. They differentiate the non-commercial, non-distribution. The license does not include permission for selling, distributing, for the sale, distribution, sharing, exchange, commemoration. Oh, okay. One is for the what? The 3D model, and one is for the 3D digital file of the license model. Yeah. Anyway, so commercial, non-commercial, and then make award. How do they do that? This work is licensed under standard digital file. Oh, okay. So they made their custom license again. Okay, let me see. Okay, so it looks like Make Award has their custom license. Let me try to find maybe this one, 2D Print Bunny. This work is licensed under standard digital file license. You shall not share, sub-license, sell, rent, host, transfer. Well, okay, so they are not using the CC license, so you have to read very carefully. They are using their own stuff. You have no idea where that comes from. Standard digital file license. Where do they have all their license? No, it's not in the footer. They don't have footer. Forum, maybe. I just got home from game night at the local game store. The game night at the local game store. What kind of game? What did you play, Phantom? I love handling stuff. I do love also CCO is public domain for Creative Commons. Yeah. So I guess commercial use, right? License. Yeah, I have no idea how they do their license here. Maybe this. Oh, okay. So so you can make a custom license, or you can use. Okay, so you can decide actually. So this is non-commercial. Okay. Anyway, so if it has commercial use, CC BY, SA, CC BY ND, then it allows for marketing. Okay. And we checked, okay, commercial use means also for marketing, right? Market our product, advertise our product on the website. And then, but we must give the credit. Okay, now here's another question for you guys. What does give the credit means? CCO public domain can be used for any purpose. Okay, so if it's public domain, then CCO or 0, then that also works. So what does giving credit means? Does it mean like let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Does this no. Let me zero banana. Does this is this giving credit for you? Okay, is this is this giving credit for you? Okay, looks good to me. Okay, I mean, I'm asking because even giving credit, right, could we may not think all the same way. Model provided by name and link to the source. Oh, Buddha just shared something on Wikipedia on what is giving attribution. That could be interesting. Designed by insert name. Hey, GitTech Studio, how's everything? Okay, so you agree with that credit? Layer by layer looks good to me. Nick, sure. No, I'm not asking whether credit is nice to do or not. We have to give credit. I'm just asking of the way to give credit. Is this way good for you? URL can be a headache because links change. Yeah, and also a lot of social media, Instagram, TikTok, they don't allow for links, right? Perhaps, but a link is better. But I cannot put a link on the picture, right? As long as it's readable, yeah, it should be readable. Well, except if it's tiny, but a little bit bigger, like this. Okay, so interesting. So most of you think that this is good enough. Okay, so let's go and check this Wikipedia stuff. Basic component of attribution. Whenever you are using CC license work, we recommend that the attribution includes TASL. Oh, really? Oof. There's going to be a lot of things to put on the picture. Title, author, source, and license. This is true whether you are sharing the work as is or if you made an adaptation. To remember this attribution element, it's helpful to think TASL. Let's now go through TASL. We will explain each element in more detail. What is the name of the work? If a title was provided for the work, include it as part of the attribution. Sometimes the title is not provided. In that case, there is no need to mention the title. The inclusion of the title is a requirement of all CC licenses version 3 or earlier, and it is optimal for the 4.0 suite. See devil in the detail. Okay, so in that case, banana peel lamp. Okay, so number one, we need banana peel lamp. Okay, next. Author, who allows you to use the work? We often use author as a shorthand when we are legally speaking referring to the licensor, aka the copyright holder, the right holders. This is because in most CC license work, the licensor is the same person or entity as the author. When an author is licenses their work in the CC license and has made their name available, include the author names as a component of your attribution. Sometimes the licensors may want you to give credit to some other entity like a company, institution, or license may want to be credited as a pseudonym instead of their real name. In rare case, the licensor may not want to be attributed at all. In all of these cases, do what the licensor requests. Sometimes the author will also provide a copyright notice, which consists of a copyright symbol, year of publication, and the name of the authors. Include the copyright notice as part of the attribution if such information is provided. Okay, so in that case, there is no information provided, so I just put the name, Zio Banana. So title, author, Zio Banana. Okay, what else? Title, author, source. Where can people find the work? Please make it possible for future users to find the source of the material by including a URL or hyperlink where the work resides. This often is where you found the work. If you found it somewhere other than the original site, try to include information about the original site where the work was first shared publicly. That's going to be hard because models are shared and reshared and reshared and reshared. So finding where it was shared first, I think that's going to be very hard. It is also better to use the original URL instead of a shortened link, whether you are hyperlinking or printing out the entire URL. Well, let me see how it looks. If I really follow everything, right? Let me see how it looks. Okay, and then what is the last thing? Uh, how license? How can you use the work? You must specify which CC license was applied to the work you are reusing. Each of the 6 different CC licenses come with distinct requirement for reuse. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I need to include the license. So this is CC by NC. Well, that's another thing. What if I contact in the designer and they agreed that we can use? Then does that need it's another license? CC by NC, which is strange because it's non-commercial, but I put it on the website because I contacted them and they say yes, but the license doesn't change. But anyway, so if I respect the TASL, to sum up, if the licensor has provided any information related to TASL, consider including them in your attribution. We also recommend providing links to the title, author, source, and license where possible, so future users can easily access the information they need. Yeah, that's impossible. How can I link every single thing? Like I need to link the bio of the author, I need to link the model itself, which is here, and then I need to link to the license itself. Yeah. Okay, and that's the reason why we need to have some common understanding of what is good to do, right? So I don't, however, use as a footnote on the page, put the license and URL as a footnote on the page. Yeah, but that's the thing, Nick. This is going to be shared to our reseller, to our partner. Maybe it will be shared on Discord. Maybe it's going to be shared on Instagram. Like all of this, you cannot always have a description with URL and with links. You cannot always have this. So you have to put everything on the picture. It has to be on the picture. Look at the pretty good attribution. I would do that one like that's on. Just send some picture of QR code example in general, probably make a Discord. I find name and QR code not bad. So you would put what would be the smallest QR code that is still scannable? Because QR code really mess up the picture, right? You work on an amazing marketing picture, and then you put that white and black QR code on the bottom corner. Can you imagine? I mean, can you imagine if we really do everything properly, right? Like you have you have a third of the picture that is yeah, so that's why it still requires some work, right? But like I mean, I assume we can make it a little bit more like this, and then so I assume I don't need to put the URL anymore, and then and have something like that massive QR code here, and then something like attribution. And then do I need to specify that this is the title and this is the designer, just in case the designer name is Banana Peel Lamp and the title is Zayo Banana, and this I guess is pretty clear that is the license, right? So okay, so that would be the perfect attribution, right? Okay, now the issue is that's going to be on Instagram on the phone. So it's going to be something like this. Is that scannable? No, I don't think so. Now you understand why I say let the models come to you. It solves all of your problem. Yeah, but that's a pity that all of this makes it so limiting, right? But like 3 event table, 1 sign for the setup. Yeah. I can try and scan it. Yeah, this is what I'm trying. I'm trying to see how small I am. How small I'm going to go until it's not scannable anymore. Can I scan this, for example? Yeah, easily. Hello, friend. There is a hidden message on that QR code. Okay, so this is not scannable. Oh, this is scannable. I can scan. Oh, so oh my god, QR code are pretty cool. I can scan this. Let me try again. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, now it works. Yeah, I can scan this one. That's pretty. Oh, the QR code are pretty cool actually. Could the QR code just point to the Thingiverse page for that item? Yeah, I'm thinking so, but we still need the credit, right? We still need to put the title of the thing, the designer, and the license. This is just to not have the full URL. You can do multiple posts on Instagram. First slide could be the image video, could be a gray out image with credits. Yeah. That's another solution. Okay, so basically credit. We must give credit, and then we should follow the TASL. And then let me put a link to this. Best practice. Yeah, are we going to put a QR code on all our stuff? Anyway, we'll have to find a way to give attribution. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. On our website is the easiest. On the website is easiest because we can control what we put on the website. My worry is social media and resellers. Right? My worry is social media and resellers. Like for example, you go let's go 3D Jake. Okay, you go 3D Jake. NSTO, in my opinion, title designed by designer on platform is enough. Yeah. You can put design into the QR code, and the cool actually works. Yeah, the platform, but then it doesn't really follow what we have to do, right? It doesn't really follow what we have to do. But let me show you an example. So let me see. Can I go somewhere? Let me go on 3D Jake. Maybe on Facebook or Instagram. Let me find an example. For example, here, okay, from Iligu. Iligu has shared an image. Iligu has shared an image with 3D Jake, right? And 3D Jake has shared the image on their Facebook. But they are definitely maybe on Iligu website or maybe on Iligu Facebook. There is the credit for this design, right? Which is most likely from Toymaker 3D. But as soon as it go out to resellers, they don't care. They don't care about the credits or stuff. Like they I mean, maybe not they don't care, but they will rarely follow the credit stuff. So it has to be on the image. It has to be on the image. That's the point. I'm trying to find if there is any like for example here. You see these helmets are most likely from Galactic Armory, right? But there's no credit. There is no credit. So maybe they bought it and the commercial license that they bought maybe does not require for this, blah, 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 I don't know. But what about this one? What about this one? So, and this is up to the community thinking. Okay, this is the background. It's not really to promote the material. It's just to make a nice background. But what if the designer of this find it then the designer will be a little bit biased, right? The designer will say, "Oh my God, you guys have my design on your picture, and you don't even have credits." But most likely, the designer will never find out. Maybe he's not going to go on 3D Jake, Facebook, or something like this. But you see how hard it is to be right for everyone, which is impossible, right? But so that's why we need guidelines, which is like something that we need to follow and to be at least in the right direction, right? Nick, how about you have two versions of attribution? Give the full one when possible and use a shortened one when not possible. Yeah, that's most likely what's going to be end up doing. Yes, they may have put all the model in the image. You know, another way we could do also is, but I don't know if it's nice, but we could have a QR code on all our content, the same QR code on all the content that arrive on the website page. And on our website page, we just record everything. Like this picture on our Instagram posted on February 2nd, blah, 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 blah. And then this thing that was posted there and there, blah, 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 blah. Something like this. That's what I said. Yeah. I mean, we could end up doing something like this. And then all our pictures come with exactly the same QR code. And then every time we post, we just have to update that long page or something like this. It's still quite some resources, but yeah. Go to ABC News Instagram page. They have a page that deep dive on all their posts. On each post, it says read more at the link in bio. Yeah, but you see, Instagram has an issue is you can only have one link, right? So we would have to have a link, yeah, and maybe to a link tree, and maybe in that link tree we have models and attribution, something like this. But maybe some designer will not be happy with it. It's like, no, you need to give the attribution on the thing. Like nobody is gonna click there to find my name. I want my name to be on the picture. But anyway, like I said, it's very hard to make everyone happy. QR code doesn't say much though. Yeah, exactly. That's some of the thing that maybe some designer will not be happy with it, because, like you said, NSTO, QR code doesn't say much. It doesn't say it's from who or blah blah, and nobody's gonna scan it. I mean, to give you an example, at Earth, I made 4 QR code, right? One for the app, no, 3 QR code, I think. One for the app, blah blah blah. And I forgot to link one of the QR code, and nobody has said anything. And my guess is that pretty much nobody has actually scanned the QR code. And the QR code was to the list of all the designer, and I forgot to link the QR code to the link, and nobody has scanned it, like literally nobody. So this way of QR code is a great idea. It's efficient, but it's kind of saying, okay, the attribution is not really important, so let's put something on the side, right? Instagram does have the collaborative post as well. Yeah, I mean, we are using this a lot, right? There's a lot of our posts that are using collaborative posts, but again, that solves only half of the issue, right? Like, let me check. You see, this is a collaborative post with Coco 3D. So this is a collaborative post with Nick. So most of our posts, you see, this is a collaborative post as well. Most of our posts are collaborative because that's the best way. The best way to do it. This is collaborative with Maison Lumière. So most of it, right? But that's only solving partially the problem on one platform with the designer that are on that platform. So, but anyway, commercial use and then custom right, we contact the designer and then we figure out, and that's another reason where we could contact the designer. We could ask them, okay, is it possible to only use your watermark, which was the idea I had here, right? Instead of having the link and the blah blah and the blah blah, we just use watermark. Like last time we talked about Polishnin having a watermark. Yeah, this one. Okay, we take this watermark, blah blah, and then we put it there. maybe we can contact designer to say, okay, would you be okay if you share a watermark with us, and then we just put it on all the different all the different posts, maybe a PNG or something like this. Okay, that could be cool also, right? And then the best would be this is in like in black and white or some type of contrast or something like this. Like I don't know. How about K2 Kevin that he has a watermark? Yeah, or like this, you know, like a logo or something. Like the best would be some type of like PNG or something. So like depending on what we use, then we just put the watermark here, and then we have a template where we always have we always have a watermark, right? Something like this, right? That's another idea. Let's keep that YouTube gang streak going. Not everybody has a cool watermark. Yeah. I mean, if they have, if they don't have, then no, right? Who has the coolest watermark? Which designer has? I think for me, one of the coolest watermark is the one from Medic, I think. Let me see. This watermark. This is a cool watermark. This is the one from Medic, and this is the one not from the designer, but from the one that has taken the picture, right? But this is cool, I think. And you know, you put that on the picture, it's very nice. It doesn't mess up too much the picture. It goes well together. I think watermark is only to prevent others stealing the picture, is not attribution. Well, it is attribution, right? They don't want others stealing the picture because there is literally saying where it come from. So you can do a watermark that doesn't say where it come from, but for example, this watermark, like it's literally written like for this mean, and people can Google that or something like this. Creation of the Ben distributed and the star of life. Hey, Steve Bill. Yeah, it's attribution. Agree. Print must pop out. Yeah. So okay, I will put that in. I will put that properly, agreeing on the credit sharing, so we can contact the designer. Did I say hi, Steve Build? I don't remember. I'm too much into that thing. Printer is the same, right? I see Steve Build is here, like custom printers, like how is the whole attribution works, right? For custom printer, that's the same thing, right? But I think following this is not too bad. I think again, there will always be designers or people that may not be happy with the way we do things, right? This we cannot escape, right? But if, like I said, if 95% of the people think that the guidelines we are following respect designers and licenses in general, then I'm already happy with it. Just have to sleep now. Sleep? I didn't know the custom printer builders slept. They don't sleep. All the custom builder printers I know, they don't sleep. 7-hour drive tomorrow. Then yeah, maybe good to have some sleep then. Safety first. You have an hour and back to work. What is sleep? Yeah, people in the 3D printing community, they don't know what is sleep. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. And then we talked about agreements. We have to document. If we contact a designer and we make an agreement, then we have to document what models we can use, for how long, and then what else could be important to record, for how long, and maybe agreeing on what purpose, something like this, like you can use it for your marketing or something like this, for what purpose, and and of course the credit. Maybe what credits are required. Trying to organize my film collection is a little bit depressing. Why? Why is it depressing? Buy a Tesla. Oh, Ramoni, actually, I watched a video on what happened if the Tesla full self-driving. You have to move the steering wheel every once in a while. But if you don't move it, then the Tesla will slowly stop completely, even if you are in the middle of the highway, and then you will be banned from the full self-driving. So it's yeah, you cannot sleep basically. Okay, cool. So pretty nice. Oh, it's 12:30. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see the time at all. It's 12:30 already. So that means it's midnight 30. No, how you sell that? 12:30 in the morning for some of you Eastern time. Sorry for people. So let's do the giveaway. Thank you very much everyone for helping on this. Let's do our 3 giveaways. Sorry for having such a long live stream. I started pretty late, so I think that's the reason. So let's go. 11:30. Yeah, I think it's from 9:30 to 12:30 in the US, depending on where you are. Collie72, congratulations. 11:30 is your Texas time. Yeah. Collie72, are you there? 11:30 also for Builder's Mark. Yeah, congratulations, Collie72. And then next one is only 12:32 here in NC, North Carolina. Oh, Medic is also in North Carolina. Phantom, congratulations, Phantom. Are you here? Phantom 491. Phantom 491. Where is? Yeah, congratulations. And our last one is. Yeah, there is Maker Faire tomorrow. Maker Faire Shanghai tomorrow. Just Mecca, congratulations. Just Mecca, are you there? Sebastian went to YouTube because YouTube was winning last time, and now we only have Twitch winning. How many people do we have on? We have 62 people on Twitch and 22 people on YouTube. More people on YouTube today. Sorry, Just Mecca. Yeah, Just Mecca is here. Congratulations. Bank contact in the chat for the Twitch winners. And yeah, congratulations again on the win. So let's see who is streaming at this time. American people, when you want to watch some stream very late in the evening, where do you go? Do you go to European stream? Do you switch country? Let me see. Yeah, there is nobody is streaming except the DJs. Only the DJs are streaming at this time. Let me see. Kobilax. Okay, let's go to a DJ, and then you can fall asleep with the music. Kobilax. Okay, there you go. I'm sending you to a DJ channel that I discovered a long time ago. Really nice DJ channel. And then yeah, have fun there. Listen to the music, fall asleep, I guess. And I will talk to you next week. I'm not too sure if I will stream next week because, like I said, I did receive my visa, so I need to pack up all the stuff in my home. So it might be a pretty busy next week, but let's see. Anyway, I will see you guys on Discord. Have a very good evening. Steve Builds, have a safe drive tomorrow, and then I will talk to you very soon. Thank you, everyone.